All right, y'all. We getting the area ready. Set up our fence for our sheep and finish our shelter. Building our shelter. We just gonna put a roof on it. That's all we gonna do. But now we clearing out some land. Just a little bit. Let's go. So yeah, this is me and my cousin, one of my cousins. He came out the day before we put up the fence. They helped me clear out some land and help finish building this sheep shelter. But you know, we just used the tools we had, man. We had a machete and we had an axe, and we were just, you know, cutting down some limbs and some branches and some trees, some small trees, and just getting knocked out, man, because, you know, I wanted to run the fence through this little area, give the sheep a little bit more area and everything like that, the graze and all of that. So that's what we did, man. And honestly, man, I was so tired of them being in my backyard. I was like, they have to go this weekend. They have to. And this was my first time ever doing a fence, you know, like a livestock fence. And, you know, I learned a lot definitely on the way, but this is the thing, man. Sometimes you just got to jump head first into things. And that's exactly what I did, man. I don't know. Sometimes my mind just tells me to, you know, just do things, man. And I just do it, just head first, because honestly, you never really truly learn until you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can watch as many videos, read as many books as you want to. You could try to get as much advice as you want to, but you're not truly going to learn until you get out there and do it. And me, I'm more of a hands-on type of person anyways. So I got out there, did it with the knowledge I had, and it turned out to be pretty good, man. It turned out to be a rewarding experience, man, because there's nothing like, you know, just being out there and just working for something, you know what I'm saying, that is meaningful. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to raising your own food and building your own farm and growing your own, you know, property and growing your own livestock, there's nothing like it. It's so rewarding, man. And you know, honestly, like I tell people all the time, man, there's nothing wrong with hard work, man. Hard work is rewarding. You know, when you get out there in that sun and you put sweat equity in, man, you truly understand the meaning of blood, sweat, and tears, man, and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of blood and sweat. I ain't gonna say there's no tears, but there was a lot of blood and sweat today, you know, out there just doing, you know, what we gotta do. But honestly, man, I remember the first time I went and bought these sheep, man, I had did as much research as I can about raising sheep and all this stuff, and watched as many YouTube videos and read books and stuff like that. But honestly, my mind just told me, hey, you just got to dive in it. You got to dive head first in it, man. And that's what I did, man. I took a little bit of money I had to go buy those sheep, man, and, you know, took my truck and I went on ahead and did it, man. I didn't really know what to expect, but I learned along the way. And that's what it's about, man. I got my little brother out there with me too, with my cousin and myself. My little brother's like 12, you know, but he needs to learn this stuff as well. These are trades and skills that we need to bring back to our black community, as far as blue collar, as far as getting out here and working, as far as labor, because it builds character, man. There's nothing like character building, you know, outside amongst men. You know what I'm saying? It's so rewarding, man. But you know, I always got to have a story for y'all. And this story ties in with the topic of, you know, just jumping in and starting, you know, and just going head first. And this was actually back in 2015, man. Me and my wife had been together, boyfriend and girlfriend, for about a year and everything like that. And I was stationed in Hawaii at the time, so we had a long distance relationship. And she came out to visit and everything. I brought her out to Hawaii, and, you know, we had fun, and I proposed. You know what I'm saying? I had it up my sleeve that I was going to propose to her. And, you know, like the day after I proposed, I was like, you know what? We should go ahead and get married. I didn't plan on getting married, but I guess it was just the spirit, man, talking to me. So, you know, I said, we should go ahead and get married. My wife was like, yeah, let's do it. And we were so broke, man. Honestly, I probably had like maybe like $80, $90 to my name. I was living from paycheck to paycheck. I was maybe like an E4 in the Army at the time. And, you know, so we you know, looked up different pastors and preachers who could do the wedding for us, and we found the cheapest one. And I believe he charged us like 40 or 50 bucks. I don't remember the exact amount, but he charged us like 40 or 50 bucks, man. And so we went and got the marriage certificate signed and all that stuff. And this dude met us at a coffee shop, man, because like I said, man, we were just so broke. Well, I was broke, you know what I'm saying? And he met us at the coffee shop, and he married us in the coffee shop. Me and my wife, we got married in the coffee shop for $50. And it's so crazy because we gave him the $50 and everything like that, because he knew we were working on a budget. And he actually, after he married us, he actually saw us in the supermarket right after we got married, because we're gonna celebrate with a little dinner with the rest of the money that I had. And anyways, long story short, he saw us in the supermarket and he gave us the money back, man. And that was just favor from God, honestly, man. So I just thank God for that, man, because, you know, I mean, it was just, you know, on a whim. And look at us now, 7 years later, 3 kids later, you know, 2 homes later, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We've been through ups and downs, but honestly, man, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade my wife and my family for the world. And it's honestly a blessing, you know what I'm saying, that God, that he brought us from, you know, humble beginnings. I can always look back on that story and say, wow, man, like, that's the grace of God. That's the favor of God, that me and my wife were able to get married with little to no money in our pockets. And the person who married us, he had so much compassion and favor on us that he ended up giving us the money back. So me and my wife basically got married in a coffee shop downtown Hawaii for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just amazing, and that's just a blessing. But back to the fencing, man, this part right here was like the most laborious part, man. Drilling these T-posts, driving these T-posts in the ground, man, because when I tell you it was a workout, it was a workout. I had 35 T-posts that had to be driven into the ground. 6-foot T-post, so we had to drive them 2 feet into the ground. And that's what we did. We took turns, man, but it was a laborious job. But it was so worth it, man. You know, we all got out there. We got a workout in. You know, my other cousins came the next day to help and everything like that from Jacksonville, so I definitely appreciate them. And you know what I'm saying, man? You just got to do what you got to do and get it done, man. You know, hard. If you ain't sweating, you ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always say. If you ain't sweating, you ain't trying. So we was definitely out there trying a lot because we was sweating a lot. And if anybody wants to know, I used a off-brand fencing. It's just a basic 4-foot woven wire fence. It was a total of 330 feet, total, and it was 4 foot high. But it was just a regular woven fence because sheep, they don't need a lot. They honestly, like, they're not goats. They respect fencing. They respect boundaries. Goats, they'll try to stick their head all through the fence and everything like that and mess the fence up. But sheep, they don't require much. So it's just a regular off-brand fence. Home stretch. Almost done with the fence. And now we just gotta fix the gate. And the sheep will be ready, baby. So we got so far, if y'all can see that, we got the fence, everything. It's all right here. Right here. You have been evicted, sheep, from my backyard. It's time for you to get your own space, because I'm tired of y'all. My children can't play back there and jump on the trampoline like they want to, because y'all been chasing them around. So you evicted. And now you got your pasture to eat. You know, you gotta worry about no predators. You know, you good. You got space and opportunity, nothing but space and opportunity. All right, but let's get this work done, y'all.
I know.
They was so stank over there.
I know that smell was terrible over that way.
You stupid. He talking about the smell was terrible.
Look at him coming straight out. That's what Boogie talking about.